If you hear an engine in the background, ignore it. Let's get this out the way. There is a planet growing on my head because the land was promised to it 3,000 years ago. Anyways, so the number one thing that basically cucks most people who are strength training is that they do not train to build strength. They are simply testing said strength every goddamn time. And I'm going like from here to the camera to like seeing my face. So that's why I'm like shifting. So what I mean by that is that people, and I used to do this a lot, they would milk and just wring every rep and just, leave the gym with their soul left their body, and not in a good way. It's like, I just going to failure every single rep. I understand the urge. I understand that calisthenics freaking boner to just get the planche already, so I'm gonna train extra hard. I get it. But reality, your body is not that sensitive. What I mean is, subject to change is not through intensity, but with consistency. It will take you however long it takes to get your planche or your front lever, whatever the hell you're looking for. So, but what you shouldn't do, and I say this in a lot of my videos, especially if that one-arm pull-up tutorial, it's at 1,000 views, thank you guys, but it's the fact that people train too hard when it comes to these certain skills just because they're so damn passionate trying to reach that high level move, and I get that. But you're basically shooting yourself in the foot when you're just constantly just trying to get as much as you can. The next thing that cucks you specifically, that just too many damn exercises. Okay, strength is simple, it's specificity. Okay, strength is not like a general term unless you're doing like super compound movements like a deadlift, a pull-up, shit like that, where it's transferable to everything. But if you have a specific goal in mind, you need to be training that thing. You want to do one-arm pull-ups, get comfortable with the one-arm hangs, get comfortable with the one-arm scapula pulls and all that shit. Don't be trying to do some mixed grip, Bozu ball upside down masturbation technique 9,000, hold it for 2 minutes straight. It's not going to do anything for you. So people, especially me, I used to do this a lot. Most of these are mistakes I do, but I know all y'all do it too. It's doing too many damn exercises about one thing. Stop it. You only need, like for planche, do your attempts, do your assisted with the bands, and then try a progression for a high amount of time. Then you do your accessory exercise, like your straight arm pelican curls. That's it. You don't need to work your core or your glutes or your deadlift hinge form so you get a straight line. No, you just need to train the basic movement itself. And damn, it's only 3 minutes. I'm running through this. You're welcome. You're not getting any other video with this type of quality information this quickly and for free. God damn it, Jews! That I'm giving it to y'all for free. Anyways, so the next thing, horrendous muscular tension. My twins, everybody and their mama does the exercise without doing the exercise. And I understand you shouldn't complicate it too much, but you should at least have the ability to squeeze whatever muscle you want. If you want to squeeze the bicep, you can do it. If you want to squeeze the tricep, you can do it. Squeezing your shoulders, your traps, your chest, you should be able to do those things. Most importantly, you should be able to do those things while you're working said specific muscle, or preferably tensing all of them up whenever you're doing a big lift. So whenever, like obviously you don't need to like squeeze your glutes when you're doing bicep curls, but whenever you're doing stuff like the front lever, people don't know how to activate their lats. They don't know how to make it, pop out like that. They don't know how to actually squeeze their chest doing anything. That's why most calisthenic guys who are like really strong, they typically have really good kinesthesia, bodily awareness. And when they move to weights, they're beasts because they already know how to activate the muscles that are needed. You just be like, oh, this is a lat exercise, boom, I already know how to do it. So, and that's also another thing that's critical for injury prevention. The reason why your joints are crying is because you're beating the shit out of them and not your muscles. When you are doing something that's willy-nilly, you're putting that weight, that pressure on the joint itself instead of flexing. And I got this from Red Delta Project. You're allowing the tension, the weight to go through your joints and into your muscles instead of just flopping it around. Like whenever people they hurt themselves doing handstands, it's because they're all just, flamboyantly waving their wrists around instead of having tension of being able to control all the muscles and letting all that weight to flow through into your, your forearm muscles and your shoulders. So that's the first three things. But another thing for inadequate, cuckoldry of the strength training is overcomplicating it. So it's kind of like the last thing, but you really only need to just get stronger in the basic movements. A handstand, okay? Or, handstand is super athletic. You don't even need to fuck the handstand. That's gay anyways. Doing regular weighted dips and pull-ups, there is a negative chance that you will not get closer to your planche or your front lever or your one-arm pull-up. There's a negative chance that that won't happen. Getting stronger in those basic movements is what's going to propel you and allow you to even skip progressions in planche, front lever, handstand, whatever the fuck it is. Whatever it is, if you get simply stronger, a muscle up, which is a skill, it's not going to get worse if you only train weighted dips, weighted pull-ups. It will only get better. I actually did an experiment on myself where I only did weighted dips for my planche, and I actually got a stronger planche push-up. Not necessarily a good planche, but I could definitely hold myself a little bit longer. So, strength, keep it basic and just train hard, but don't kill yourself, because you gotta think of it as just like me. I train ridiculous. I train like an anime character. 51 arm pulls, 50 handstand push-ups. Listen, that's different though, because I'm him. No, I'm kidding. It's different because I don't train like that every time. I train for fun. Okay, so when I train, I do those crazy workouts that take me like 4 hours to complete or more. That's just because I have the whole day off and I just want to do it. It's fun to me. It's so fun. So I'm not training like that every day. I train once every week or two, 4 workouts a month, because of how intense I train, and it works for my current lifestyle and current workout level. So, if you want to optimize, and I know I say optimization is gay, but if you want to, you really want to get the planche quicker, if I wanted, I could get the planche quicker or one-arm handstand quicker, but it's not like on my bucket list right now. So, maybe you could optimize it, slightly less intensity, basic shit, do some practice, and then do more during the week. You'll get gains quicker, no doubt. But yeah, I hope that video helps a lot of people. They make it very complex, very science-based. That's gay. Don't do that. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Peace.